My name is Jason, and I'm about to tell you about the night my marriage ended at a company holiday party. "You look nice tonight," I told Amanda as we walked into the ballroom. She barely glanced at me. "Thanks." I've been married to Amanda for 6 years. We met at a marketing conference, got engaged within a year, and built what I thought was a solid life together. "Jason, Amanda, over here!" my colleague Sarah called from across the room. We made our way through the crowd. Amanda kept checking her phone every few minutes. "Everything okay?" I asked. "Fine," she snapped. "Just work stuff." "It's Saturday night." "Some of us take our careers seriously, Jason." I let it go. We've been having these tense exchanges for months. The party was at the Riverside Hotel downtown. About 200 people from my company and our partners filled the space. Amanda worked in real estate, so she knew some of the vendors who were invited. "I'm going to get a drink," she said, already walking away. I watched her head to the bar. A man in an expensive suit approached her immediately. They started talking like old friends. Sarah appeared beside me. "That's Derek Patterson. He owns that new development firm downtown." "Oh yeah?" "Word is, he's expanding. Lots of money flowing through his company right now." I watched Amanda laugh at something Derek said. Her hand touched his arm. They talked for 20 minutes straight. "Jason, come meet the new regional manager," Sarah said, pulling me away. When I looked back an hour later, Amanda and Derek were still together. She hadn't even glanced in my direction. Around 10 o'clock, I saw her whispering to him near the exit. Derek nodded. They both started walking toward the door. I followed at a distance, curious. "I'm heading out," Amanda said, barely looking at me. "I have an early showing tomorrow." "We came together." "Take an Uber. Derek's giving me a ride." Derek stood there, smirking. "Hope you don't mind, Jason. Amanda mentioned she needed to leave early." "Not at all," I said calmly. "Drive safe." Amanda looked surprised I wasn't arguing. "I'll see you at home." "Sure." I watched them leave together. Several colleagues saw it too. Sarah walked up, looking concerned. "Jason, are you okay?" "I'm fine." And I was. Something clicked in that moment. "Actually, I'm going to stay and enjoy the party." I didn't chase my wife. I didn't make a scene. I pulled out my phone and called my brother Ryan instead. "Ryan, I need a favor," I said when he answered. "Can you recommend a good divorce attorney?" The next morning, Amanda came home at noon. "Where were you?" I asked calmly. "I stayed at Derek's. We were going over property listings for his development project." "All night?" "It's a big project, Jason. Some of us are ambitious." I nodded. "I'm meeting Ryan for lunch. I'll be back later." At the restaurant, Ryan slid a business card across the table. "Attorney Lisa Rodriguez. She's the best divorce lawyer in the state." "You really think it's that bad?" "Jason, your wife left a party with another man and stayed out all night. Yeah, it's that bad." I called Attorney Rodriguez that afternoon. "Mr. Collins, tell me everything," she said during our first meeting. I explained the party, Derek Patterson, Amanda's recent behavior changes. "How long has this been going on?" "I don't know for sure. Maybe 6 months? She's been distant, secretive, always on her phone." "Do you have any evidence of the affair?" "Just what I saw at the party." Attorney Rodriguez leaned forward. "Here's what we're going to do. I want you to hire a private investigator. We need documentation, photos, timeline, everything." "Isn't that extreme?" "Your wife works in real estate. If she's planning to leave you, she's probably been moving assets. We need to know exactly what we're dealing with." She was right. I hired Tyler Morrison, a PI Ryan also recommended. 2 weeks later, Tyler called me. "Jason, you need to come to my office. Now." He had photos. Lots of them. Amanda and Derek at restaurants, hotels, her apartment building at odd hours. They've been together for 8 months, Tyler said, but that's not all. He showed me bank statements. Amanda's been transferring money from your joint accounts into a separate account. Small amounts at first, then larger. She's moved almost $40,000. What? There's more. She filed papers to refinance your house 3 weeks ago, forged your signature. My hands shook. How did you find this? I have contacts. She's planning to leave you, take the house, and clean out your accounts. Derek's funding her exit strategy. I called Attorney Rodriguez immediately. This is fraud, she said after reviewing everything. She's trying to steal your assets before filing for divorce herself. What do we do? We file first, tomorrow, and we freeze all joint accounts. I'll also contact the mortgage company about the fraud. That night, Amanda came home late again.
We need to talk, I said.
Not now, Jason. I'm exhausted. It's important. Whatever it is can wait. She went upstairs without looking back. I texted Attorney Rodriguez, file the papers. 3 days later, Amanda burst into the house screaming, "What the hell is this?" She waved divorce papers in my face. I think it's pretty clear. You're divorcing me? Are you insane? Sit down, Amanda. We need to talk. I'm not sitting anywhere. You can't just... I know about Derek. Her face went pale. What? I know about the affair. 8 months worth. I have photos, timestamps, everything. You had me followed? You psycho! I also know about the money you've been stealing from our joint accounts. $40,000 moved to a secret account. Amanda's mouth opened and closed. That's my money, too. And the refinance papers? The ones where you forged my signature? She stepped back. Jason, listen. No, you listen. I pulled out a folder. My lawyer has all of this. Bank statements, photos, documentation of fraud. You tried to steal our house. It's not like that. Then what's it like? Explain it to me. She sat down, her hands shaking. Derek and we fell in love. We were planning a future together. By stealing from me? I deserved that money. I worked hard in this marriage. So hard you were sleeping with someone else for 8 months? You're never home. You work constantly. Derek pays attention to me. Derek is married, Amanda. He's getting divorced. Does his wife know that? Her silence was answer enough. I continued. Attorney Rodriguez filed for divorce 3 days ago. The courts have frozen our joint accounts pending the proceedings. The mortgage company has been notified of the fraud. You're bluffing. Am I? Check your bank access. She pulled out her phone. Her face went white as she tried logging in. You can't do this. I didn't do anything. You committed fraud. The bank did this. Derek will take care of me. You sure about that? My phone buzzed. A text from Tyler. Package delivered to Mrs. Patterson. What did you do? Amanda whispered. I sent Derek's wife all the evidence of your affair, every photo, every hotel receipt, every text message my PI recovered. You bastard! Mrs. Patterson is filing for divorce too. She's taking Derek for everything. Apparently, she comes from money and has excellent lawyers. Derek's about to lose his company in the settlement. Amanda started crying. This isn't fair. What's not fair is you trying to steal my life savings and my house while screwing another man. I love him. Then you can love him in the studio apartment you'll be able to afford after this is over. Get out of my house, Amanda. This is my house, too. Not anymore. My lawyer has a restraining order based on the financial fraud. You have 1 hour to pack essentials. Everything else gets sorted in court. She stared at me in disbelief. The Jason I married would never do this. The Jason you married trusted you. You made a big mistake. 6 months later, we sat in Attorney Rodriguez's conference room for the final settlement meeting. Amanda's lawyer, a nervous young guy named Kevin Turner, shuffled papers awkwardly. Perhaps we can reach a reasonable compromise. Let's hear the offer, Attorney Rodriguez said, leaning back confidently. Kevin cleared his throat. Ms. Collins is willing to accept a 60-40 split of assets in Mr. Collins's favor, provided the fraud charges are dropped. 60-40? I almost laughed. Try again. Amanda leaned forward. Jason, please, be reasonable. I made mistakes, but... Mistakes? Attorney Rodriguez cut her off. Ms. Collins, you committed fraud. You forged documents. You stole marital assets. My client is being extremely generous by not pursuing criminal charges. I already lost everything. Amanda's voice cracked. Derek dumped me when his wife took his company. I lost my job because the scandal made me radioactive in real estate. I'm living with my parents. Whose fault is that? I asked calmly. Her lawyer tried again. Mr. Collins, surely you can show some compassion. Compassion? Attorney Rodriguez interrupted. Where was Ms. Collins's compassion when she was stealing from her husband? When she was forging his signature? Ryan, sitting beside me for support, spoke up. Dude, you literally tried to rob him while cheating on him. What did you expect? Amanda turned to me, tears streaming. Jason, we were together for 6 years. Doesn't that mean anything? It did, until you threw it away for a married real estate developer and $40,000. I'll pay it back, I swear. With what money? I asked. You're unemployed and living with your parents. Kevin jumped in desperately. My client is willing to walk away from any claim on the house if Mr. Collins agrees to a small monthly payment.
No, Attorney Rodriguez said firmly. Here's the settlement. Mr. Collins keeps the house, all retirement accounts, and all marital assets. Ms. Collins returns every dollar she stole, $40,000, within 90 days or faces criminal fraud charges. I don't have $40,000. Then you better figure it out, I said. Sell your car, get a job, work it out. This is cruel, Ryan scoffed. Cruel is what you did to my brother. Amanda's mother, who'd been sitting silently in the corner, finally spoke. Amanda, sign it. You brought this on yourself. Mom! I'm ashamed of you, her mother continued. Jason was a good husband. You destroyed your marriage for nothing. Kevin whispered to Amanda urgently. She shook her head, crying. Ms. Collins, Attorney Rodriguez said coldly, sign the agreement or my client files criminal charges tomorrow. Your choice. Amanda looked at me one last time. I'm sorry, Jason. I really am. I'm sure you are, now that you're facing consequences. I loved you once. Funny way of showing it. She signed the papers with shaking hands. Attorney Rodriguez collected them immediately. Pleasure doing business, Attorney Rodriguez said. Kevin, I'll have the finalized documents sent over by Friday. Amanda stood up, looking broken. Can I at least have the photos from our wedding? They're in storage with your other belongings, I said. You can pick everything up this weekend. Will you be there? No. She walked out without another word. Her mother followed, shaking her head. When the door closed, Ryan clapped me on the shoulder. You did it, man. You actually did it. Attorney Rodriguez smiled. Mr. Collins, you played this perfectly. Stayed calm, gathered evidence, and didn't let emotion cloud your judgment. I just didn't want to be taken advantage of. You weren't. You won completely. Ryan grinned. Meanwhile, Derek Patterson lost his company and his marriage. Karma's beautiful. What happened to him? I asked. Last I heard, he's working for a property management company, making 1/10 of what he used to. His ex-wife owns everything he built. Attorney Rodriguez gathered her files.
Jason, you're free. The house is yours, your assets are protected, and Amanda has to repay what she stole. It's really over? It's really over. I walked out of that conference room feeling lighter than I had in months. Amanda thought she could betray me, steal from me, and walk away clean. Instead, she lost everything while I reclaimed my life. Have you ever let someone walk out of your life knowing they'd regret it later? Sometimes not chasing them is the smartest move you can make. Like and subscribe for more stories about people who refused to be victims and fought back the right way.